Before I start, I want you all to look around. Well, there's not very many people, but look at each other and just forget everything you know about everybody in here. You see each other at least once a week, if not more. Now just, like I said, take it and just forget it all. Can you do it? I can't. I could close my eyes even and forget anything I know about you guys. So now try imagining forgetting everything you know about your spouse, your children, your relatives, or even your own name. That's not a very good feeling, is it? Well, when German physician Aldous Alzheimer's first described Alzheimer's disease in 1907, the disease was considered a rare disorder. Today, Alzheimer's disease is recognized as the most common form of dementia. So, probably wondering what dementia is, right?
Yeah.
Dementia derives from the Latin term, or the Latin word demens, which means out of mind. Not very nice, is it? It is deterioration of a person's intellectual, emotional, and cognitive abilities, causing difficulties with daily functioning. Alzheimer's disease is an insidious, progressive, degenerative, irreversible disease of the cerebral cortex, which is the front of your brain, cerebral cortex, and it causes dementia. In layman's terms, the disease may occur throughout one's life. The symptoms don't appear, though, until later. The amount of damage caused by the disease happens over time. It could take time to build up to it. The disease is a breakdown of brain cells in the cerebral cortex. As I said, the front part of the brain. It's where your short-term memory is stored. Where you use short-term memory is the front of your brain. The damage cannot be repaired, so basically there's no cure for this disease. And as I said before, it results in dementia. So you may be asking yourself, well, what causes Alzheimer's disease? You know, everything seems to cause some kind of disease. Well, they don't know. There's no precise cause. So if you think about it, 1907, that's a long time for them to try to figure out till now, 2012. They have many theories, but theories don't help. You know, nothing that pinpoints a real reason of why people get this disease. They think maybe it's a virus, or bio and chemical imbalance, or an autoimmune reaction. They just don't really know for sure. So if you don't know what causes a disease, how do you know how to cure it? There's no cure. There are symptoms, though, in many people, and you could probably believe that many people probably ignore them. You know, you think, well, they become gradually more and more forgetful. We all forget things. I mean, every day you forget something, that your wife has to bring home the milk, bring home something, you forget. Walk out of Walmart, forget where you parked the car. So, you know, it's just things that you don't think about. And it also does affect your personality and ability to just think about everyday things. People with the Alzheimer's disease have problems with short-term memory, as I said. They also have problems learning new things and how to calculate. Maybe they have issues with their finances. Maybe writing out checks, they forget to pay their bills, balance their checkbooks. They have problems controlling their emotions. It's very difficult. Those are just to name a few. There's many, many more. Keep in mind, if someone has these symptoms that I just told you doesn't necessarily mean they have Alzheimer's. Now, the outcome of this disease with someone with Alzheimer's, as you can guess, since there's no cure and they don't even know why people get Alzheimer's, it's not a good outcome. Although it could take anywhere from 3 years to 20 years for it to progress. So it could be a slow disease. But remember what I said, most people don't even realize that they have the disease at first. There's 3 different stages. The first stage it usually is a stage that passes unnoticed. So you don't really think about it, you don't think you have it. Nothing's wrong with you. They just get more forgetful, as I was saying before, or they might go out for a drive or go to get the milk and they lose their way coming back home. Such a simple thing they've probably been doing their whole life, driving that same path, and they'll forget. The second stage is much more noticeable. Memory continues to deteriorate, and the sufferer may forget what they're saying mid-sentence. They'll literally be telling you something and stop and have to think, what was I saying? What was I gonna say? And they just don't remember it. The third stage is when it just gets worse. They are going to start forgetting everything. They can't dress themselves, they can't take care of themselves, they really can't be left alone. So like I said, the final outcome is not pleasant. It actually shortens someone's life. A lot of times the person is actually more apt to succumb to another disease before dying of Alzheimer's, such as maybe kidney disease, heart attack, respiratory disorders. Looking after someone with Alzheimer's disease becomes increasingly difficult as it progresses. Despite the fact that living with a person that has Alzheimer's is very challenging, it can be done. Currently, about 75% of people in the United States with Alzheimer's are living within a community. So they're not living in a home. And 25% do live alone. The community must not only care, though, for the person with Alzheimer's, they need to also care for the caregiver. Now, I tell you this today with firsthand experience. My mother-in-law is suffering from the second stage of dementia, or Alzheimer's. It's a very, very sad disease. So you think, what's going to happen one day when you walk in and she doesn't remember who you are? She won't go get her medical treatment that she needs because she's actually still in denial. One minute she says she has it, and the next minute there's nothing wrong with me. So, like I said, I tell you this because a lot of people could have it and don't even think about it. They just think, oh, I just forget, oh, I didn't eat today, I forgot. So, like I said, you need to think of not only how hard it is for the patient with Alzheimer's, it's very hard on the family as well. That's it.